So we should be live right now. Everyone come joining in. I'm supposing all the notifications kind of going out soon. Starting a little bit earlier today, just because we got stuff to do today. So, I mean, for the past week, we've been live streaming daily, basically for, for the most part, just because of Kaspa Coin. I'm trying to like monopolize a little bit on Kaspa Coin, and hopefully that grows the YouTube channel a little bit. So obviously with YouTube, you kind of want to, maximize the last 3 months running up to Christmas, just because, that's when a lot of action's going on in YouTube. A lot of people are actually not doing anything. So, they got time off and, yeah, trying to maximize on that. And obviously Casper Coin is up to basically a new all-time high again from yesterday. So it just keeps going through in the last day, in the last 7 days, you can see that. I mean, it's been pretty crazy in terms of Casper Coin's rise. Like I truly cannot believe that it's up that much in the last month. Like I don't really know what's driving the price at this point. I could say that Rust update or rewrite is driving the price, but it's not, because it's not even like remotely close to mainnet. So if you're buying because of that hype, like, it's not going to come to mainnet for a while. Casper Coin is still, in its early development stages. So, 9 cents at 2 billion in market cap. That puts it, I think, at around, I know, 32nd place if we look on CoinGecko. Like, CoinGecko has the real figures. Have a look here. Let's see, down. Keep going down. 33. So it could overtake H bar within, maybe 10 cents. It would overtake H bar. We see in here basically everything is in the green for the last 7 days. So, we're going to be talking about a little bit about altcoin season. Obviously, Bitcoin's up. It's mainly Bitcoin's time right now. Have a good average, but did some FOMO at 8 cents. Yeah, you see, a lot of people are kind of getting a bit, I don't know, antsy, I'd say, with Casper Coin, because it is like, if you're up over 300 or 400%, you're probably going to want to sell at some point. A lot of us that got in way back when we were mining it with GPUs, there has to be some sort of time that we sell. So, yeah, a lot of people are probably going to start selling at some point. I know this is basically like double your money within a month, I'd say, or even less than that. In the last 7 days, you're up 82%. So it's nearly double your money within the last 7 days if you put it in when it first started rising at the start of the week. So in terms of like trading, obviously there's massive people wanting to sell at 10 cents. If it gets past that, like, I don't really know what we can see from Casper Coin at this point. Is it overpriced at this point? Who knows? Like, for the actual network that we're using right now, it's got high transactions per second. We know that, but it hasn't got the highest transactions per second that it could have at 2,500. So what, you got to lead you to believe, like, what's driving the actual price upwards? Maybe people getting in for, like, people are starting to hear about it more. That's driving the price up, the hype of it. It's all good things for Casper Coin. Can it take a dip off? Sure, but even if you bought in at 5 cents at the start of the week, you would still see, even if you sell at 8 cents, it's fine, because you're up quite a lot actually on that 5 cents that you bought it at. So, I mean, it's kind of just a fear and greed moment right now. Loads of people are buying it. Is it a good time to sell? Depends how much you're up. We all know, like, people kind of will clown on Son of a Tech just because he sold it like 2 million of Casper Coin way back when. But at that time, he was already up like probably 10,000, 20,000% on Kaspa coin. So it was probably a good idea for him to sell it at that point, because you can't, like, it's getting more risky to hold. Let's just say that. Like, it can't just continue to keep going up. It will, but we don't know what price it's going to continue to keep going up to. It's probably not going to hit $1 for a while. Like, it might take a dip down from these highs that we're seeing right now. But I assume this is all mainly hype around Kaspa coin. Then the Rust testnet, we'll see how that performs. What's your take on eventually Kaspa having its own bull runs? The halving cycle is a year. Well, I mean, I know that the halving cycle is not technically a year. It basically halves every year, but there's still less mining rewards every month. So it's like there's mainly, because of the emission schedule, you would in theory see slight pumps of Kaspa coin every month. Is that what we're seeing here because the rewards are going down, but the big miners who are mining it on ASICs at the start, they're probably holding a lot of Kaspa coin right now, and that's mainly going to drive the price up because there's not as much Kaspa coin out there on the market. I believe over 40% of Kaspa coin hasn't moved in a year, something like that. It's probably around 70% in the last 6 months hasn't moved. So we don't really know. It's mainly on the big miners. We know that Bitmain definitely has some pre-mined Kaspa coin at some point. Not pre-mined necessarily, but mined way before they had the ASICs widely available. They probably would have a large bag of Kaspa coin. So, people were saying that Bitmain were manipulating the price to basically sell their ASICs. Do they have enough liquidity to do that at this point? Probably not. But back then, when we were looking at 200 million in market cap, probably they had the right amount of Kaspa coin to do it at that price. But I don't think that they can control the price anymore. They don't have enough leverage of Kaspa coin to sit there and sell their ASICs from it. But who knows? Bitmain have been in this game for a while. They've been known to kind of mine with their machines before they release it to the public. So they've probably got a bag of a lot of coins sitting on their balance sheet or something if they do declare it. And as I said, it does halve within a year, but if we look on the emission schedule right now, let's have a look. We'll see within the where are we? We are now just coming to the rewards of 155, and within a year it's going to be at 7.7. So that is technically a halving within a year, but there is also bands to it. So every month it's going to reduce the rewards. So it doesn't really necessarily matter about the year's halving. It mainly coincides with the rewards dropping all the time. So since the rewards have dropped here on the 6th, we've seen massive run up of Kaspa coin. Are we going to see that on the next turnaround for December on the 7th? We'll have to obviously see. That's a reduction of 0.06. So 6% reduction, I'd say, on the emission schedule. But when we're obviously looking at Kaspa coin, if we look to the date backwards, let's have a look. MEXC is not going to show it. When was the halve? Well, the minor, what would you say? The emission schedule date for this month was on the 6th, so it's here. So it was at 6 cents, and then since that emission schedule cut, it's gone all the way up to 9 cents. So it was slowly climbing from there anyway. Does the emission schedule have anything to do with the price increase? Probably. We've seen it quite a lot before. If we click on the the year, Let's have a look at the emission schedule. What was it? The 7th of the 10th. Sorry, let's bring this here. 7th of the 10th was here, and that didn't necessarily cause a price increase. So I'm just looking at it like statistically. If we go to the 7th of the 9th, let's try find that. 7th of the 9th, after that, there was a run up. Then it would be the 7th of the 8th. So right here actually coincided with a downtrend. So you can't really base it on the emission schedule right now, but obviously Kaspa coin miners are making less. So in theory, they'd want to sell more, but I believe a lot of miners are actually just holding it. And that's the reason for this price run up, is that miners are holding the coins that they're mining. And they probably know that they have projections into the future of, you know, we're going to sell at 10 cents or we're going to sell at 50 or stuff like that. So let's go on to $1. Is there any orders? So there's 4,200,000 sitting at on the order book for $1 per Kaspa coin. So in theory, that would be 427 million Kaspa coin. And you know, past that 1.1, there's still got loads there in liquidity. 7 or the 7-cent range, the 70-cent range, or the 50-cent range, the 40-cent range. Not too many people trying to sell at 30 cents, weirdly enough. Obviously 20 cents is put in there. We can take it back down to here. If we look trading between 9 and 10, you can't really count on these figures because it's about trading volume, but you can look at these and say 11 cents, people want to sell 15, 18, weirdly enough, 19. Not many people at 20, surprisingly, compared to 18 and 19. Then 22. No, sorry, not 22, discount that. We're looking for anything that's above 6 figures at this point. And then 25. So there's a lot of people still put in a lot of orders to sell at those prices. And if you can see, less people have put in orders to buy. A lot of people are still waiting around for 5 cents down there, nearly 1 million in liquidity, I guess, down there. So we'll have to see what goes on. The actual all-time high figure recorded on CoinMarketCap, 926. Obviously, CoinMarketCap still hasn't changed the rankings for Kaspa Coin, but it is actually sitting at 33, so moved up quite a lot from yesterday. It was, I believe, at 43, so it's moved up 5 already. It's going to be in the top 30 soon. It needs to hit, I think, exactly 10 cents to go to the top 30, or at least, yeah, it'd have to hit 10.5 maybe, so 10.05, and then it'd probably be in the top 30. So we don't really know where it's going to go from here. So, but we'll see where it goes from here. Hopefully, you know, people are waking up from the US. I don't know what time it is in the US. US time zones by state. So it's what's this? Los Angeles. People are kind of waking up, I'd say. So Chicago is 9. Washington, so it's around 10 o'clock for people. So I don't expect, well, a lot of people have woken up to the news of it, or they might have seen it late last night, that it did go up to 9 cents, but it's only been 9 cents for, only crossed over the 9 cent line in the last, let's have a look here. Yeah, it was right here. So that was at 10 a.m. today, which was about 5 hours ago. So everyone's probably sleeping at that point in the US. So they haven't woken up to the actual news that Kaspa Coin has hit 9 cents. Like I even didn't believe it when I woke up. I was like, that's crazy amount. increase overnight. But I'm still wondering where that market has come from, because if the US people are not actively trading or anything, it might just be coming from overseas markets, Europe, or even in Asia and stuff like that. Who knows, really? We'll see how it does in the next couple of days. You know, there is some part of you that would probably think about Kaspa coin and say it's maybe way too high, way too volatile right now. But you know, just take it at your own risk. If you want to sell it, sure, that's fine. You can sell it. Um, it's just about what kind of risk you're looking for. Right now, if you don't want to hold it till $1 or whatever, it's probably going to be a long journey until it gets to $1. So, you know, it's totally fine selling it at this price. If you're up, you know, 300-400%, that's way better returns than anything likely you'll get in the stock market. So just based on like figures, it's probably a good time to sell in terms of returns. If you bought it at, you know, 2, 3, 4 cent, you know, that's still a 3x increase on your money, which is way better than the stock market right now. Or in the past, you know, you're not going to be up 300% in the stock market until like you're invested in 8 years or something like that, depending like if you went on the S&P 500. Anyway, so there's been a lot of talk about altcoin season. If we look at the cryptocurrencies, mainly this is proof of work. So basically all of them are green across the board for the last 7 or 30 days. They're all green across the board. A lot of them are green across the board for year to date. So everything is actually going up substantially a lot. And one thing that we were looking at is the lithium. That's probably going to start taking off soon. So look out for that. There's only 4.24% mined already. So very, very early on in lithium's life cycle. It's due to the CE expiring right now. Yeah, that could be a factor, definitely. Centralized exchanges, Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, all of them, they could be basically buying up as much Kaspa coin because it's not, well, because it's fair launched. Obviously, they weren't able to get a chunk of the pre-mine or anything like that because it wasn't pre-mined. Mainly what will happen is if a coin gets listed, they'll have to buy a certain amount of it, but to just trade it or not have as much slippage on the network. Kaspa is the new Bitcoin. Yeah, there's still obviously some conversation about that within the space of Kaspa coin, because it basically does do everything that you want Bitcoin to do. The fast transactions per second, with the decentralization of proof of work and the security of the Dagnite protocol that will be coming in after the Rust rewrite. So, you know, it is actually a good case. Like, if you put it one against one, Kaspa is definitely going to be way better than Bitcoin in the long term, but Bitcoin still holds the crown of having or being the first cryptocurrency. So, you know, a long time before that even eclipses or even gets close to Bitcoin. You know, Ethereum is actually up past $2,000 today for the first time in, like, I don't even know when. Yeah, if we look there, let's see the last time it was at $2,000. The last time was in, what was that? March or April. Last time it was in $2,000, and then the last time before that was on the 8th, so August of 2022. And then all-time high, obviously, of Ethereum, 4,523. Is Kaspa going to eclipse Ethereum? That's another discussion to have, I guess. Probably not for a while. It obviously is way better than pretty much every coin out there, just based on the block tag architecture and what updates they do have coming in. So you could see how at some point in the future, Kaspa coin would eclipse one of these coins and actually be used as a cryptocurrency, depending on smart contracts. A lot of people argue that Kaspa doesn't have smart contracts and that's why it can't be used, but I mean, they already have it in the development stage, I guess, and they're just choosing whether they want to do it natively on the actual Kaspa chain or they want to do it on the Ethereum chain. So in terms of altcoin season, if you don't know what altcoin season is, it's just a metric that says if 75% of the top 50 coins perform better than Bitcoin over the last 90 days, it's altcoin season. So that's currently not altcoin season yet because Bitcoin is still here. For it to be altcoin season, it would have to drop down to here and all of these coins here would have to outperform it. Probably not going to happen for a while. If you can see here, we're definitely in Bitcoin season. Altcoin season is definitely going to come. Probably, I'd say after the Bitcoin halving and after Bitcoin pumps, that's mainly when altcoins start to go up more. It's mainly like a Bitcoin, then you roll it into altcoins, and then Bitcoin might make a pump back upwards. We saw it in 2022. I believe if we go on watch list here, and we click on Bitcoin, we can see, if we click on the all-time chart, this is Bitcoin's pump up. Altcoin season slightly coming down, so this is when altcoins were coming in mainly. And then Bitcoin had a second pump upwards in 2021. So that's kind of like what altcoin season would look like in those terms. So this is just an index saying that it's basically not altcoin season yet. We're still heavily in Bitcoin season. Then we could look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart. So if you assumed that Kaspa coin was going to come up to the same, well, times by the same amount of Bitcoin right now, I know that's not what's going to happen, but we're probably looking at minimum for Bitcoin. I want to say $100,000 per Bitcoin, and then maximum $230,000 per Bitcoin. That's an increase of 4 to 7x. So if Kaspa coin goes 4 to 7x, that puts it at around either it would be 8 billion in market cap, or it could be up to 14 billion in market cap, which you can do the math on that. It would put it, the price at whatever that is, doubled, and then so it'd be around 40 cents at the lowest, and then around $1 at the top, depending on what the market cap is, obviously. But mainly, you're probably going to look to like Bitcoin's probably going to hit up into this yellow range, this middle one. It kind of has to, like law of averages says it has to, basically. And then this lighter orange one's probably going to get hit. And then it really depends on the two red lines. That is a real upper target, but it's probably going to happen, like, for example, let's just say around here. So quite a bit after the halving. That's mainly when you'd see it hit it, is around this range, not anywhere near here. And people are feeling like maybe Bitcoin's tracking upwards right now. They're mainly missing out on these big pumps. So Kaspa coin and all these other coins, when you look at the watch list for basically any other coins, they're all up a certain percentage. So, a lot of people are probably not annoyed that they're missing out, but annoyed that they didn't take the risk around 2-3 months ago, because basically all of them are up. Let's actually take a look on the actual figures. At least average at 30%, I'd say. Yeah, between all of them, like if you held Kaspa coin, Claw AI, or if you held like Octa, Monero, or Ergo, those would balance each other out to be around 30% increase overall. So probably looking at, well, Kaspa's actually come down below 9 cent there on MEXC. So probably a lot of people, when it hits up to 9, We're seeing Kaspa coin come down. That's just normally how it's gonna happen. Like we see it there, it hit up to 9 cent, well 9.2, and then it came all the way down. 9.2 comes all the way down. Probably gonna go back up. If I was a betting man, I'd put money into a perpetual, I guess, to hit probably around here, and then go back up to 9, to or past it. You know, who knows? You don't really know what the entry price should be for any of these things, but the trading volume of Kaspa coin has actually gone up substantially since we did our first live stream at the start of the week. If we look here, 117% more. So it used to be at 23 million. Now it's 123 million in trading volume. Let's go to the start of the week. Yeah, you can see that at the start of the week there was 11 million in trading volume, and now there's 123 million in trading volume. So crazy to see. At the start of the month, there was slightly more actually trading volume than the start of the week. So we're seeing it come up to a price where you don't really know if you should sell or not at this point. I believe Kaspa coin has the potential to go way quicker, or way further, sorry, but there's probably a question you got to ask yourself. If you're up a certain percentage, maybe it's time to sell for you if you've made a decent gain on your money. This is such a good price to actually sell it at, and if it goes back down to 0.06, well, it's probably going to take a while before it goes back all the way up to 0.09. But me personally, I'm just going to keep holding it, and if it goes down, that's just kind of a mistake that you make. It's on you. Realistically, at the end of the day, I can't tell you when you should sell. We all have our own price targets that we got to hit, and the amount of gains that we're satisfied with. You know, we bought Kaspa coin, or at least mined it quite a while ago, way in 2022, so right around the Ethereum merge time. We're up, you know, a lot of percentage on that, and that's good, but still, I think that right now is not necessarily the time to sell, because it could be potentially life-changing money within the future couple of years, I believe, at least. So if you want my advice, if you have a lot of risk tolerance, then just keep Kaspa coin. If you don't have a lot of risk tolerance, then I'd probably sell at this all-time high. That's just like what I'd say to you. There are certain things in the market, like a lot of people will hold cryptocurrencies until they go completely down. I don't necessarily believe in that. You know, a lot of people did that with Cadena. Like, there's no point holding Cadena anymore. A lot of people got out of it. And lucky for them, really, because, you know, the people that got out of it, even at $2, is down to, I think, 30 cent on Cadena. So you can kind of see how it would not be wise to hold it at that point. I think it's actually on this list here. So it is up 30%, but 30% from, you know, whatever price it was at. Cadena has a crazy chart if we look on the all-time chart. Like, so it was at 30 cent, and then it comes all the way up to $22, and then the price absolutely tanks, and people bought Cadena miners thinking that they were going to make super profits. Are we seeing the same thing with Kaspa coin? Probably not, because we are in a bear market. We have to remember that. We haven't even experienced really the amount of liquidity from a bull market. Morning, MC. Thanks for coming into the live stream. Make sure you like the live stream. It puts it out to more people on YouTube, just the algorithm. So anyway, when we're looking at Cadena, they had this massive rise. People were scared about Kaspa doing the same thing with ASICs. However, the main thing I believe is probably just because the circulating supply, and I think Cadena was pre-mined, I believe, or there was some sort of VC backing. But I think that mainly the thing that ruined Cadena is that the circulating supply, or the a lifetime supply necessarily wasn't set out properly. So that's how you see a massive rise and then a massive dip off. With Kaspa coin, a lot of the supply has already been mined. So we're at 47% already. And I believe the quick supply emissions is one of the main drivers, realistically, for Kaspa coin going up. Just because hold on. Yeah, so the supply is one of the main factors of Kaspa coin going up, mainly because the emission schedule is so quick. And we already have 74 done, 74% done. I believe it's going to hit around 92 within the next 2 years. So well, it'll be in time with the Bitcoin bull run. It's probably going to eclipse Bitcoin's percentage, so 93% soon, I think in the next 4 or 5 years. And then we'll see from there. So it's had a very quick, emission schedule, which is kind of alluded to the price rise of Kaspa coin. Obviously a good thing for us. Mainly, I don't know how old my demographic is, but a large majority of you will probably be able to see the actual end of Kaspa coin supply, which is not a thing that we've seen necessarily in the cryptocurrency space. We've never seen a proof of work network actually operate on just the trading fees of the coin. And for that to work, the coin has to be a large enough market cap where there's lots of fees that in theory will sustain miners to upkeep the network. So we would potentially see that in our lifetime in 2036, which is a good thing. And we'll see how the model for Bitcoin will actually work out when Bitcoin in the next 140 years or whatever it is, when that actually ceases to stop mining and the fees for mining are based just on the network transactions. So with Kaspa coin, that's obviously a problem for it because with Kaspa coin, the fees are substantially low. So they have to have more trading going on the network to actually sustain the miners and keeping the network. There's like a storm actually outside my house right now, so if you hear the wind, that's probably why. It's been a bit crazy in the UK for the last couple of days. It's been like raining and then the sun will come out and then there's like a massive storm. Don't really know what is going on with the weather over here. I suppose it's very nice out in the US, or maybe. I don't really know, but I suppose Los Angeles and stuff like that in Texas is still relatively warm compared to what it is here. I think it's 5 degrees here, so very cold. Sorry for going off on a rant. So when we're looking at the coin market cap list, I guess, well, not coin market cap, but coins by market cap, Kaspa is 33 right now. If it hits into the top 25, like there's no doubt that some big exchange has to list it. There's no reason for it not to. We went over yesterday that basically all these coins within the top 50 are listed on either Binance or Coinbase. Most of them are listed on both. We want that listing of Kaspa coin to Binance because that's going to basically shoot up the price even more. They've definitely seen it. There's no way they haven't at this point. If we go to, I'm not sure it's going to show the top gainers in the last 24. Let's have a look here. Last 7. I know that they just don't even display Kaspa coin here. So yeah, it's saying 62%. But in the last 7 days, Kaspa coin's done 75. So they're not even showing it on CoinMarketCap, which is pretty obvious that they don't want it to be shown for people to actually buy into. But it's making its name and it's getting out there for everyone to see and everyone to buy right now. Hence why we're seeing so much liquidity go into Kaspa coin. Now, I did hear a lot of people talking about wrapped Kaspa. So when you wrap a coin or whatever, like wrapped Bitcoin and stuff like that, to work on the Ethereum network and stuff. Same thing for Kaspa coin. I wouldn't necessarily buy it because it's not affiliated with the Kaspa coin ecosystem or anything like that. It's just started absolutely tipping it down outside. Rain. Okay, anyway. This is done on the Ethereum network, so you can get it on Uniswap. I wouldn't recommend it. You're going to have to pay loads of fees to actually buy it. And there's not enough trading volume, so just making people aware that this has got no affiliation with the Kaspa coin actual coin. Somebody just set it up to track the price. If you look on the contract here, this is going to let us show it. Contract info. So where would we see token contract? Yeah, so somebody just set it up to be a holder of Kaspa coin, I guess. So whatever, just don't buy into it. Basically is what I'm saying. Don't get fooled by it. Kaspa coin still trading very low. As I said, it's probably going to keep going a little bit lower. This is to see this. It's either going to go low or higher right now, based on that. I'm not really one for doing technical analysis, so I don't really take my advice on Kaspa coin, particularly because there's way smart people you could listen to about this stuff. I don't really know why you would listen to me about it. A lot of people in the mining space, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, get the video out there. But if you are new to the channel, we mainly do mining content here, but we've been on a bit of a live stream because most of our content is focused on Kaspa coin. We've done like 100 subscribers in the last, 10 days, which is crazy to me. I couldn't even imagine it, but we've seen a lot of miners have these ASICs for Ice River, or from Bitmain. I know Greater Good, Red Panda Mining. I think Rabbit has them. Voss Coin definitely has them. I'm not sure about Hobbyist. Let's have a look. If we go down, Greater Good has them. Shout out to Greater Good. I think DJ Mines just got his. Let's have a look. Yeah, so he had the live stream where he was talking about the KS2 and profitability. So shout out to all these miners that have been mining Kaspa coin for the past couple of months. Really starting to see it pay off, and this is mainly where most of the gains are made. If you didn't know, if you're here right now and you're listening to this, we are in a bear market. Like, the Google trends for cryptocurrency is like super low, so you can kind of see where you are in the whole cycle of things. Sorry. Crypto, here we go. Not go, let's go worldwide. And then if you can see here, what's this interest over time? November 8th. How do we get it? Okay, past day. Past 5 years. There we go. So you can see the trends for cryptocurrency is basically we're at a very, very low. If you're in it right now, it's definitely the best time to be even buying into coins like Bitcoin, just the large coins, mainly Ethereum. Even though I don't have much faith in Ethereum because of the move to proof of stake, it's still one of the biggest coins, and not many people even know it moved to proof of stake if you're not in the cryptocurrency world. So they know Ethereum just for being a coin. They don't really know the technology behind it. You've got to think more of a consumer mind when you're talking about these things in terms of a bull run. A lot of people aren't even looking at cryptocurrency right now. I feel like I am because I'm surrounded by it. I'm doing the YouTube channel. But you've got to take a step back and just realize that not many people are actually worried about cryptocurrency right now or worried about making money on it. So you're definitely in the right time, right place, right time to buy into cryptocurrency right now. We're definitely going to see a massive rise in 2024, maybe towards the end of it into 2025. So now is definitely the best time, even if you can just DCA into a lot of the big coins, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and stuff like that. Even though I don't like those coins particularly, apart from Bitcoin, it's still a good play in terms of, you know, making a 5, 10x in the next bull run. Okay, so present. Hello, welcome, Enable. Sorry, I just seen the message in the chat. A lot of returning viewers from a lot of the previous live streams in the last week. Thanking everyone that have basically been around. You know, the channel's taken off substantially quicker than I expected it to. Because, you know, I've been at this for around 2 years now, and we're only just approaching 3,000 subscribers. The end of the year is obviously the best time because people have free time, and Kaspa is obviously one of those things where it's going up, so a lot of people are interested in it, and I know a lot of my viewers that have watched for a long time have been interested in Kaspa coin. Just to give new viewers some insight into like what I've done in terms of Kaspa coin content, there's literally loads of videos on my channel that you could go check out. I'm just going to show you from the first one. If we keep going down, so there's literally loads down, all the way down to, Jesus, this has been a long time since we've, okay, so this is not Kaspa coin related content. That's 6 months ago. 5 about Bitmain, triple coin mining on Kaspa coin, 3070 Ti. Oh, this is not ranked by the amount of months. Okay, so if we scroll up, I believe the earliest video on Kaspa coin that I made was this one. Kaspa will save GPU miners. Kaspa coin has risen in price a lot over the past couple of weeks. Let's actually click on this, but let's mute it. What was the price of Kaspa coin at the time of us making this video? Does it show it here? Okay, here's the chart of Kaspa coin. At the time of making this video, it was, what was that? 0.07. So recommendation on DCA for BTC and other alts at lowest fees. At lowest fees, I don't know, Binance does a good thing where you can just set it up to come out your bank account, but you might get wrecked with fees for that. You don't even have to particularly look at, you know, if it's going up or not. Mainly a DCA right now every week. There's, you know, there's obviously an argument to be in like every month, but the more times that you DCA in, or the quicker the periods, the more average of a price you're going to basically make on the next bull run. I'd probably do it through Binance because they just have good fees overall for a lot of things, and they can set it up for you. If you don't want to use Binance, that's fine. MEXC is still good for it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend anything under like KuCoins. Alright, Gate.io is okay, but Gate.io is high on fees, so I wouldn't really know how to give advice on that. I mainly do it through Binance, so I'll do Bitcoin DCA, and then I'll do a USDT DCA where I'll buy a certain amount of USDT, convert it over to a smaller exchange like MEXC, then buy a little bit of Kaspa coin with it. That's basically what I do. So we were actually mining, I believe, in November, December time of Kaspa coin, and this was the price at that time. So it was 0.007, so not even over 1 cent. Do we move up here? Let's have a look. Oh, this is the Ergo price chart. Let's have a look here if it actually shows, or is this for Ergo? Let's have a look now. Yeah, but USA based, no good. Interesting, because I'm not in the US, so I don't really have the knowledge to tell you anything about that. I'm not just gonna give you knowledge that I don't know. So, market cap at the time of actually making this video was at 82 million. So if you're looking at coins that are having the same kind of come up as Kaspa coin in terms of proof of work, you can kind of see in terms of market cap. If we sort by market cap here, upwards, we can see down here Dynex is kind of approaching the same trajectory as Kaspa coin. So that would be my next play. Just letting you in on some information, Dynex is probably going to be the next play to have that run up potentially in the future. So I'll just put that out there for you guys that are wondering what the next kind of way to go from there is. It's probably going to be Dynex in terms of proof of work coins. A lot of the legacy coins don't necessarily interest me as much anymore. Ergo, Flux, Ravencoin. Flux is still building a lot, so I can kind of give them the benefit of the doubt that they're going to come back up, but Ergo probably not. Cadena, Ravencoin's a maybe, but Cadena probably not. And then we obviously have all these new proof of work altcoins down here that have had a slight rise in the past couple of, well, I wouldn't say months, but in the year, I'd say. Like Ironfish isn't even a year old, Octa isn't a year old, same with Chlore AI, Near AI, even Nexa isn't a year old, so those might be good plays for the most part. And we'll probably see, these have a rise. It's definitely not altcoin season yet, but it feels like it is proof of work altcoin season. Just looking at the figures for year-to-date increases, Lithium up 306%, Dynex up 2,500, Radiant 136, Nexa is up 59, Neoxa 127. Crazy increases on a lot of these coins that we were potentially mining back in the day, or at least around a year ago. Even Bitcoin up. Flux maybe with their proof of useful work. We'll see. Yeah, that's the thing. Flux and Dynex are kind of having their competition, I guess, against each other. Who can put out proof of useful work on a large scale at the quickest, I guess, with a working model of the proof of useful work. Dynex has integrated it to potentially make it decentralized, which is a very interesting concept. The same with Flux, they're working on the decentralization part of it. Just because Dynex, mainly what people were doing is they cheat the system where they would only stay on the hashing algorithm and they wouldn't be on the proof of useful work algorithm. So mainly the proof of useful work algorithm wasn't being utilized and people were just hashing, which meant that they get more rewards from the network. And I believe that they've counteracted that and actually merged the malab endpoint of Dynex into the Dynex solve algorithm. And that's where there's a bunch of updates for Dynex. But we'll see how that plays out. And we'll see how much Dynex can improve from here. If we're looking at it right now, it's still up 2,500%, which is crazy increase. So that's mainly what we're looking at today. This is why I'm mainly saying altcoin season's probably around the corner. Bitcoin is coming kind of down, but obviously with the ETF news and stuff like that, Bitcoin's probably going to receive more attention for a while, and then it's going to fall and flop backwards onto altcoins. So that's what potentially we'll see. We're hoping that that's what happens because we can make a play or a plan at least to buy into Bitcoin when the altcoin season happens. And remember, a lot of people are waiting around. They missed out on the last bull run. and they're waiting for obviously Bitcoin to go back up. There's probably going to be a massive amount of selling at the top, so at 60 to 70,000 for people that want to recuperate the money that they did buy at the top. So that's just like kind of simple maths. People will still buy, but there'll be a bit of resistance at that point. And remember that this is all happening, and I got to stress this, all happening in a bear market. So all these coins are up in a bear market. It was classed as a bear market. A lot of the proof of work coins are up in a bear market. I don't really keep my eye too much on the proof of stake coins, but I'm sure that they are up as well in the last year. Yeah, we can see there. Solana is even up 378. So if you made plays on a lot of these coins, then you'd still be up. So we're seeing, green pretty much across the board. And mainly, most of it is just to do with Bitcoin going up. Like, if I'm going to be honest with you, most of these are really bad coins, and there's no point buying into them. They have no use case. Bitcoin ETF around the corner. Lots of new money inflow today. Yeah, exactly. So a lot of new money coming into cryptocurrency if we look at actually the market cap. Or we look here. Let's go to the last 7 days, or last month, I guess. So it came from 1.05 all the way up to 1.41 trillion. So a lot of, market cap entering in right now. A lot of trading volume in the last month, probably. Yeah, so that was probably because of Bitcoin's ETF news. It's slowly rising right here as well. Fear and greed index. Actually, a lot of greed going on right now, but it's kind of expected because Bitcoin's up. So people are basically wanting to buy, wanting to make money. Right here was basically your best time to buy Bitcoin when it was down to 16,000 because of FTX, or 15,000. Can Kaspa hit 100 billion market cap this cycle? That's a good question. Definitely has the potential with all the new things coming in. It actually does fix a lot of the things that Bitcoin and Ethereum has problems with. Ethereum could never really pull off the whole transactions per second thing, just because of the fees on the network. They could never be used as a real cryptocurrency, and Kaspa does fix that potentially with the Rust update. So 100 billion, what is Ethereum at right now? Let's just have a look. It's at 246. And what was it at in the bull run? Let's just assume that we have double the market cap in the next bull run. Go on all time. It was at 500 billion. So let's just say it hits 1 trillion in the next market cap, next bull run. Kaspa could definitely potentially hit 100 billion in market cap. There's no doubt in my mind for that one. It's not even that far off realistically. Once we have the inflow of money coming into cryptocurrency, everything's going to shoot up. Got a little bag of 350 Kaspa. Hope for Kaspa to hit $5. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Let's look on the converter, see how much that is. 350. Sorry, we're not trying to look at USD. Let's look at $5 times whatever this is, which is, I think that is 100 billion, right? Times 5. Okay, take that 0 out. Yeah, that is 133. Yeah, so 107 billion for Kaspa coin if it hits 100 market cap. I hope Cas replaces ETH. Yeah, the thing is with Ethereum, it's got so much of an ecosystem built on top of it as well. As so many things that run off the ecosystem. It's just like hard to kind of get rid of Ethereum. You can't just discount it just because of the fact that it's Kaspa is better. There are better coins than Ethereum out there probably, but it just has such a big ecosystem that it's kind of hard to overtake Ethereum. If Kaspa really wants to, they'd have to have their own ecosystem of smart contracts. And this is probably why a lot of people want smart contracts on Kaspa Coin, is because it opens the whole system up to being built upon. So there's more ways to utilize Kaspa Coin, and more ways to at least build something on it. Because right now you can't really build anything on Kaspa Coin. But when smart contracts come in, there definitely will be people building on Kaspa Coin. It's already got, what, 2 billion in market cap. When smart contracts come in, it might even be at 10 billion in market cap. Because I know that's probably the last thing to come in after Rust, after Dagnite. So yeah. Take in any Kaspa profits or degen and wait. Yeah, so we did, I think we sold just a little bit. Maybe 2,000, which is like literally nothing. At the 2 cent range, because we were already up around 400% at that time. So we were like, okay, let's just take some profits. It wasn't loads. It was just to cover some of the electricity bills for mining, which needed to be paid. And we were like, okay, we're not gonna not utilize this new high that Kaspa was on at the time, because it did hit up to an all-time high of 2 cent, and we were kind of like, okay, we got to cash out on that a little bit, which is obviously, you can't really predict these things necessarily, but you kind of have a risk management, and you go, well, you kind of need to pay the electricity bill, otherwise they're going to come after you. You have a lot of Kaspa coin, and it's just at an all-time high for that time. You might as well sell a little bit and pay the electricity off. So, that was just for the miners. It doesn't really matter. It's 2,000 Kaspa coin. We have enough to keep us going. And yeah. Take any okay, Kaspa now listed correctly in CoinMarketCap. Is it? I don't think it is. Okay, it actually is. Wow. They finally actually listed it on CoinMarketCap. Okay, right. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna have to screenshot that a little bit, and we'll get that actually screenshot. Thank you. Who was that? Crypto G. Thank you for notifying me of that. I'm surprised that they listed that. Okay, it's just red pen. Save. Sure. There we go. Gonna post that on Twitter now. We'll farm some engagement on Twitter. Okay, there we go. Kaspa now listed at correct place on coin market cap. Liquidity inbound. That's a great tweet. That's a great tweet. There you go. Kaspa, Cas. Yeah, sure, whatever. Just post it up. Or go like the tweet. Share some of that. Hello, Steve McFly. Welcome to the live stream. That's actually crazy to see. We've been waiting for that to actually happen for basically the last, 6-7 months. There was at a point where they can't ignore it, and that actually gives me a lot of faith, because if you didn't know, and if you are not really in the crypto space necessarily, CoinMarketCap is actually owned by Binance. So the fact that they had somebody on the team related to Binance actually look at it and say, okay, it is actually classed as number 34 by market cap is great. So people at Binance, or at least affiliated with Binance, are obviously looking at Kaspa Coin right now. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Let's actually look on the Google Trends, and let's type in Kaspa Coin. Let's just go with Kaspa. Let's see, in the past 5 years, let's go. Okay, So hits an all-time high in April of 2023. And then obviously this is an all-time high as well. It's probably going to go up to 100 as well. So that kind of makes sense. Nice to see on the Google Trends. Crazy to see that it's actually listed at 34. So all these coins listed in the top 50, as I've already said, are basically all listed on Binance and Coinbase. So that's, that's kind of gives you an insight into what's going to happen with Kaspa Coin in the next coming months. Are Binance buying, and that's the reason that it's going up so much, is because Binance has to buy on the open market, and Coinbase would have to buy on the open market as well. Nobody's gonna sell them Kaspa under the price that it's worth. Even the team or whatever behind Kaspa Coin don't have the funds to give out to marketing, like to exchanges. It's all community funded, and there's no pre-launch and no pre-allocation. So that's probably what is happening right now. Binance, or these big exchanges, need to actually buy over-the-counter Kaspa Coin. Then they're gonna list it. How can altcoin season start before Bitcoin season? No, I'd more class this as a mini altcoin season, mainly for proof of work cryptocurrencies. Just in the space, if you don't know, my channel is mainly based around cryptocurrency mining. So that's this is our watch list for cryptocurrency mining. A lot of them are up. I know the whole market is up, but a lot of these, like Dynex, is probably the one that we're probably going to be looking at, as I said, for the next kind of run up. Only at 70 million market cap, probably is going to have not necessarily a massive rise like Kaspa Coin, but a fairly decent rise in the next bull run as well. But I'm just saying that because there's more potential for you to make money on Dynex than there is on Kaspa Coin right now. More gains, I guess. So yeah. That's why sell. No, we're not selling. Come on now. So yeah, it's just like a mini altcoin season, I suppose. Look, if we look actually, like, I know the title says altcoin season, but Bitcoin season, we're still in it. It's at 29, so we're pretty far away from altcoin season. We're just seeing a lot of altcoins go up, mainly the ones that we have been mining. So that's probably why I was looking at it in those terms. If we look, Kaspa is actually there at 98.6%. Then it's Link, and then what's this? INJ, and then Rune. I've never heard of Rune. I'm sure some people have heard of it. Let's actually have a look if it's listed on here. Oh, it's this Thor chain that we've been seeing for a while. Yeah, you see, the thing is, it's already had his run up for the bull runs, so I'm not really particularly bullish on Thor. I don't even know what it does. Sorry, let me just not speak on something I don't know about. But just based off the chart, I wouldn't say that you should be bullish on that. Same with a lot of these charts, realistically. I know I keep hating on Cadena, but just look at this chart. Like, you can kind of see what I'm getting at. Like, this is a monumental rise to a monumental flop, in my eyes, personally. Market cap was up to, what, 3.39 billion? And then it's all the way down to 123 billion. What was it before? It was 100 billion. So basically trading at the same before the bull run. Now it's got way more supply on the network than it did back then. So it's going to be harder to hit up to that market cap again. So, that's mainly what I give advice on, is just stop holding these coins that have basically gone down to the all-time low that they had previous to the last bull run. So in 2020 or 2021, start of it. Don't hold any of these coins. Just sell them if you have them. Put them into something good, like Bitcoin even. Just put it into that. It'll be a way steadier investment. Now, when we talk about risk management, because a lot of cryptocurrency, or a lot of trading of cryptocurrency, buying and selling, is all based on risk management. If you're up a large percentage on Kaspa Coin, you you have to think within your mind if you want to sell it. I know a lot of people are obviously holding on to it, because why would you sell it if it's having a monumental rise like this? But as I said, even I'll admit I've sold some in the past when it was at all-time highs of 2 cents. I sold 2,000 of it, which at the time wasn't loads. It was just enough to cover electricity. I think at the time it was only $40 or something like that. Was it 2 cent times? Sorry, let me do the calculation. Yeah, so $40. Like, I know I'd be up. What is that? 5x my money on $40. So times 5, $200. But you know, sometimes you have to pay the electricity bill, and that's just gonna happen. So you can admit to your mistakes, but it didn't really hit a dent in the holdings of Kaspa Coin as per se, because we mined loads of it. So that's what we're sitting at. I'm really actually surprised that we're seeing 34 for Kaspa Coin on the rankings. So that obviously, I did make a live stream yesterday about how CoinMarketCap is owned by Binance. So if they don't want to list it, let's actually have a look, because one of the metrics we were obviously looking at was top risers, and it wasn't shown. Kaspa Coin wasn't shown about an hour ago up there, but now it is. Okay, so as you can see, it is at the top of the risers. So this was one of the main things that we wanted to see, is because the main place where people go to look at cryptocurrencies if they just getting into it is CoinMarketCap. What are they going to look for? Firstly, what the top riser is in the last day, or the last 7 days, or the last 30 days. I know Kaspa's there, but that's what mainly they'd be looking at. So that would lead people to look into Kaspa Coin, and some percentage. Oh my god, Kaspa Coin is down at 5 cents. How did that happen? Look at that. Jesus, that is a big drop. Are people selling because of CoinMarketCap? Who knows? Anyway, so I guess we're not at 9 cents anymore. We're at 7.6. But I wouldn't worry too much. You're still up from whatever you bought it at the start of the week. Crazy to see that. I just realized that as I was looking at the top of it, it's at 7.4 now. So I guess it's not in the top 24 hours now. Well, it still is, but it's at 8.8, so it'd probably be below Pepe. Probably be down here at 13%. Let's wait for it to update, actually. Go on to the watch list. Go over to Kaspa Coin. So it's obviously going to drop down in market cap if it displays it at 7.55. Who knows? Yeah, DJ, did you just see that the Kaspa Coin drop from, well, the high of 8.88 to 7.4? That's a crazy drop, actually. That's a lot of market cap taken out, and finally listed at 35 on CoinMarketCap. It's just MEXC showing that low. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I don't know, maybe they're trying to liquidate out all the long positions on. Okay, never mind. It's not MEXC only showing that low. You lied to me. KuCoin also shows it. Anyway, they're probably trying to get rid of the long positions on Kaspa Coin. Liquidate out a bunch of people. That is a crazy candle to look at, though, when we're looking at that. What's that? From a high of 8.7 down to a low of 7.2. Wow, CoinMarketCap finally updated Kaspa list, and yeah. Yeah, that is a good thing, because obviously, as I said, people are just going to be looking mainly, like if you're new to cryptocurrency, you have to look at this as an outsider, because we're all in the cryptocurrency space, so we're kind of tapped in a little bit, but the majority of liquidity is going to come from, new investors and stuff like that, because all of us are already holding. But they're going to come onto the front page. They're probably going to scroll down a little bit, look for coins. What are they going to eventually look at? Kaspa Coin. They will look at all these as well. But for the most part, anything on the front page has got good percentage of liquidity is going to flow into it. I can't really tell you the percentage, but sure. And then gainers and losers, like people will click on that and they'll see, oh, this coin's up 23%. Let's look into it and put some money into it, something like that. And now it's down to under 7 cents. So wow, look at that. So now that it's listed on CoinMarketCap, was that the reason that it dropped so quickly? Because that wouldn't really make sense to me. Why people would sell it at that point. Interesting. We'll see how that goes, you know. No, let's not pick that one up. Yeah, we don't really know. Anyway, I'm sure people people were obviously putting in trades to buy at these lower prices, so that's kind of what's keeping it there at this time. Do you hold Kaspa coin? Yes, we're holding if we look at cryptocurrencies, collatedly, like if I collate it all into one wallet, I'd be holding around 42,000 in Kaspa coin. So the numbers there. Bitcoin just giga channel candle to hell. Let's have a look. Let's click on Binance. Is it gonna show? Okay, just gonna load back up because I'm on the UK site. Okay, yeah, that is a pretty big candle. From what is that, 36 to 37 in the last. I don't know what these candles are based on. Crazy. So everything's going up right now, clearly. And I don't know why Kaspa coin took that so much of a hit, but obviously rising a little bit quicker now, down to that low. Wow, I can't believe it went under. Well, not for, well, it did kind of go under for a little bit. I can't believe it dropped so quickly down to 7 cent. Now it's just slowly climbing back up. So a lot of people that were waiting for that. Oh, this is probably what saved it. This 72 range right here saved all the liquidity and then pumped it back up. So, yeah. Do you think there will be a correction? I don't have a big bag like yours. Well, that was kind of your correction right there, I guess. Like, I don't know why it displayed that, and it also showed on MEXC. Sorry, on KuCoin. Let's have a look. It dropped down to 36 in market cap because of that. That was quick. Like, that was a quick candle to come all the way down like that. I don't even know how much was in that one right here. Volume 6.3. Oh god, 6.3 in volume. So that's a lot actually. Bitcoin's what happened here? What was in the volume there? Okay, it went from 8080 to 75, so not as low so quickly. It's back in position, but manipulators are here now. Boom. Yeah, I suppose. That was actually, like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but that really did coincide with the coin market cap listing right there into 34. That was like around probably 2-3 minutes after it. So yeah, crazy dip off for Kaspa coin right there. But you know, it came back pretty quickly. Like, that's within around 2 minutes. So this is every minute for the candle. So it dropped in, well, let's just say it's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Within 9 minutes, back up to 8. So it dropped to 7 and then back up to 8. Right. But obviously, if you look on the grand scheme of things, like, it doesn't necessarily matter, to be honest with you. And that's the main thing. People are always looking at this day chart or they're looking at the week chart. All you have to look at is the all-time chart, you know? Like, look at that. That's extremely bullish for Kaspa coin, even if it did just dip down. So this happened on every exchange as well, apart from PolyNX. Don't know what's going on with that one. I guess it doesn't have data for it. BitGet also recorded it. EXMO. Actually, let's just have a look at PolyNX because PolyNX has been doing some random trading candles lately. I don't have a clue where all of these came from. It hit up to, what's that, 10.8? So that's a crazy candle to look at, I guess. Is it going to show it? Because it only just started listing it. So it actually technically, I think that's nearly up to 11 if we look at the candle there. So 11 cents. Somebody actually, for it to be recorded like that, somebody would have had to buy it at that point. So that's probably why it's showing reserve data unavailable. I can't believe we just saw it dip down so quickly on the live stream as well. Insane to see. I don't really know in terms of Kaspa coin right now, like what's gonna go on with that. That is probably just from the fact that CoinMarketCap listed it. If I was a conspiracy theorist, I'd look at the volume within here and say maybe, just maybe, all of the exchanges or Binance necessarily, if they wanted to list it, they crashed the price for 2 seconds to eat up all the liquidity from that lower range. Who knows? That's only a theory though. That's a stretch, if I'm gonna say it myself. Dips are for buying, exactly. Buying it. I don't know if it's gonna recover back up to 9 cents as quickly as we just saw it skip up to 9 cents within a day of the 7 cent range, but we'll see how it goes. Definitely more volume though. 129 from, I don't know, we started the stream on 123 in volume, so an extra 6 million in volume within the hour, which is insane volume when I actually think about it. Let's actually look at a volume statistic. Can we look at that? God. How am I going to show this? Customize volume last 24 hours. Oh, I need to get rid of some of these. Okay, volume in the last 24 hours. What do we have at the top? Obviously, Tether. Got to scroll down probably a lot to find Kaspa coin. No, so it should be listed here. No? Or slightly above. Oh, there it is. So, it's kind of up with these, well, the graph is kind of the same market cap realistically. PancakeSwap is lower, but that's just because of the price prediction for Kaspa in peak bull run 2025. Probably 80 billion market cap, puts it around $3-4. That's my prediction. I'll eat my words if that never happens, I guess. Bitcoin and Flux had bid red candles as well. People dumped on Bitcoin, so it's affected all cryptocurrencies. Dips are for buying. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Anyway. Let's have a look at the. I didn't actually see that on Binance, but maybe I'm looking at the wrong dip because this is. Oh, that's within the day. Those are day candles. Let's go for 15-minute candles. Okay, that makes sense now. That kind of makes sense. I wasn't looking at the right candle. So yeah, never mind. The Kaspa coin conspiracy theory of Binance dumping the prices got nothing to do with it, unless they dumped the price of Bitcoin for every cryptocurrency to go down, so they could buy more. That's only a theory though, and you got to keep your wits about you. Anyway, it's good to see that we have a little bit of people that can buy a little more Bitcoin right now. Let's actually look. See like how much liquidity is actually sitting in Bitcoin, like at the top ranges. If we go to 100, we'll go on the order book. A lot of people trying to sell at 40,000, 41,000. A lot of people at 38,000. I mean, that's probably what caused that. Let's be honest with you, like with that on Binance, because there's a big wall there. Let's keep going upwards. As you go up 50,000, there's a bunch of people sitting there for 50,000, 60,000, 69,000, 70. Anything past that, there's people putting in orders for 157,000. A total order of, that's basically like, well, I don't even know what that would sell at the price. It would be maybe $20,000. Oh, it says right there. 20,000, no. Yeah, so it happens all the time when your coin, your favorite dips, looks at BTC and you'll see it dip too. Yeah, but you see, the thing is that we thought that Kaspa wasn't directly tracking to Bitcoin. That's one of the main things that, you can look or research into, is coins that track other coins. And, you can mainly bet that a lot of coins are going to track Bitcoin. This is why, sorry, I'm not typing in Bitcoin, I'm typing in Kaspa coin. If we click here, see, for the most part, it wasn't necessarily tracking. Well, kind of does when I'm looking at the chart right now. Maybe I have to reverse it, because that would put it at the reversal of it, so we could see. Compare with Bitcoin, so against Bitcoin. Okay, never mind, it did just track. Oh, that's in the last day, sorry. That's probably why. Yeah, so Bitcoin, well, Kaspa coin goes up even when Bitcoin's not necessarily doing so well. And then when Bitcoin takes a little dip off, Kaspa coin goes up. But it's actually just coupled with Bitcoin in the last couple of days, actually. So I don't know what's happening there. Maybe it's coupling up to it. We saw it actually with Nexa and Radiant. These are two proof of work coins. That's not what I want. These are two proof of work coins which basically kind of have the exact same rise, I'd say. We can compare it with Radiant. Boom, and then all time. So you can see, like, they kind of match up in terms of cryptocurrencies. It was a flash crash with alts. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's have a look here. Sorry, I'm on my phone answering something. If we look there, you can see that Nexa and Radiant definitely track each other. I don't even think they have any affiliation to each other, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't even know why they track, but it's an interesting chart to see, I guess. But notoriously, Kaspa didn't necessarily track Bitcoin for the most part, and that's why people were so bullish. I just realized we have 40 people in this live stream. I think this is the biggest live stream I've had for forever, actually. Like, this is the biggest live stream ever. So for all those new, like the live stream, I guess, and subscribe to the channel, we're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's the goal. So help me out, I guess. We're at 2.9. We just hit 2.9, I think, today. So we got 100 to go. Kind of like my own video right there. This was talking about 11 months ago. This is when we started mining it, or maybe 12 months ago before I made this video. It was Kaspa coin, trading at the market cap of 82 and looking at a price of around 0.07. So a 10x from what it is now, which is interesting to see, you know, how quickly things can develop in the cryptocurrency space, even within a bear market. And I don't want to, you know, necessarily give financial advice, but if I was to tell you to look into a different cryptocurrency that's going to have nearly the same kind of rise, in my opinion, probably not going to be as quick, but Dynex is definitely one of those which is going to have a similar rise to Kaspa coin if, you know, everything works out for proof of useful work and stuff like that. Hopefully. Why are you not big yet? You've been talking about Kaspa since last year. I don't really know. Maybe it's just the algorithm, the type of tags I use. My like main thing about Kaspa coin is that I just talk about the technicals around it. If we go back onto the channel, like you can see, I'll show people how to set up nodes for Kaspa coin. Nobody really wants to know about that. They just want to know about price predictions. They're not really interested in the technology or anything. Talking about the fair launch of Kaspa coin, the Rust testnet explained, if Kaspa coin ASICs are worth it. There's a bunch of shorts on my channel with the founder of Kaspa coin going over tokenomics and stuff like that. The Dagnite protocol explained, the Ghost Dag protocol explained, ASICs on the network, mining pools, smart contracts for Kaspa coin. So I've made a ton of videos on it. Tokenomics, mempool enhancements, just kind of technical stuff which people don't particularly want to look at, if I'm going to be honest with you. Do you think Dynex is a good long-term play? For sure, definitely. With everything they've been doing, they've kind of proven, or they haven't necessarily beat the allegations right now, but they have started to prove that they are actually doing useful work on the network. More videos if you want to look at them. Emission schedule explained. I don't really know much after that. FPGA mining, so you can see how far back the channel goes. That was 10 months ago. We were talking about FPGAs on the network and all this stuff. Stop mining to Wooly Pooly because they were taking your coins. ASIC miner testing on pools for Kaspa coin. So that was 10 months ago. They were testing ASIC and FPGA miners. So yeah, we've been heavy on Kaspa coin for quite a while. Why were we looking at DJ Mines? Oh yeah, he was talking about his KS2 that he got. I'm excited to see the profitability that he's getting right now. Maybe he'll make a video on it, who knows. That'd be good to see. Anyway, I think I've been live for about an hour and a half now, so maybe it's time to just end the stream off a little bit. Obviously, we saw the dip off for Kaspa coin because of Bitcoin. I'm just going to give you an overview, round out. New information obviously listed as 36. More actual trading volume since the last time we talked about the trading volume, which was around 20 minutes ago, and it was 129, so an extra 5 million added on to trading volume within the last 10 minutes. It's crazy to see in the cryptocurrency space. Kaspa is still holding strong, still following Bitcoin slightly. Yeah, so probably be making a live stream tomorrow. We'll see what Kaspa coin's at. We'll see what the whole market's looking like. Stick around for that. Make sure you like the video. Enjoyed the live stream with everyone. It was great seeing a load of viewers in the live stream. Last question from Diego. So you hold Dynex? Yeah, I hold a little bit of Dynex. But most of my coins are from when we mined them. So, you know, I'd mined Dynex probably around a year ago as well. So that's the last time that I would have got Dynex was about a year ago. Don't know what the price was a year ago. Maybe, I think it's 12x from what it is right now. It's at around $1, so I'd say it's probably 7 cents as well around a year ago for Dynex. Anyway, thanks for all joining in, and hopefully Kaspa recovers, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we can hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So thanks, and I'll